where do you see the Celtics when you look at the fact that they may be beginning the season with not their best player, but their top two players either unavailable or just coming off the mend from surgery?
Well, you have to first tell me who's going to be on the roster as they start the season. We got to get through the summer first and see how Brad Stevens sort of retrofits this roster for this sort of one gap year as you wait on Jason Tatum to come back from that Achilles injury and you hope that he's back to 100%. You know, that Achilles injury is no longer like the killer that it used to be. I feel like guys can come back and be, you know, reasonable versions, 95% of themselves athletically. And Jason Tatum wasn't like a super athlete to begin with. Is Drew Holiday still on this roster? Mm-hmm. Is Derek White still on this roster? Is Kristaps Porzingis still on this roster? Like, you can go from being a team that we all thought were going to be hosting these NBA finals for the next couple of years to being a team that's in transition. And that is probably a function of the collective bargaining agreement. That is a function of, remember, new ownership coming in. And I'm sure they don't want to have a huge luxury tax bill, a restrictive tax bill that says, you know, you can't aggregate contracts. You may have to give up draft picks and everything else. Like, you don't want that. So I'm thinking they're going to make personnel moves that get them to be under that second apron, maybe not under the first apron, but under the second apron, so that they can at least be competitive. And that means you're still holding on to Jaylen Brown, and maybe you do something to Drew Holiday. It's Al Horford coming back. Like, that's the thing that's more fascinating to me. I don't think they're going to drop down to like play-in territory. It's the Eastern Conference, mind you, right? Like, I don't think you have to try very hard if you already got good bones of a team to be in the top six.